Lucas, don't move. If you move, I'll shoot her.
It's lucky that I arrived on time.
Sarah, I feel very tired.
He was unaware that the tea had been poisoned secretly for the past 2 weeks.
Mrs. Iris will take over Mr. Mason's entire assets. When Mr. John turns 25, she will hand over all assets to him.
Do you suspect Mrs. Iris did something with Mr. Mason's will?
Mr. John, please speak politely to your mother, otherwise, I won't respect you.
This is your biological father, John.
Episode 20, The Big Storm.
Mom, I shouldn't have come into this world. Why did you cheat on Dad?
Why do you still call Mason your dad, John? Willie is your father.
What you are doing is wrong. Why are you so ambitious? I hate you.
John, wait.
Iris.
Willie, why doesn't John understand me? What I do is for him.
Are you not afraid of John telling the others?
He has no proof. No one would believe him even if he said it.
Why do I have such a cruel mother? Why am I her son?
John, why are you crying?
Lucas? Charlotte? Lucas! I'm sorry! I'm sorry for the way my mom treated you!
John, where have you been for the past 2 days? Are you aware that I am concerned about you? Why are you going with them?
Mrs. Iris, I think you should stop. If you continue, the consequences will be irreversible.
Charlotte, what are you talking about?
Aunt Iris, we've called the police. They are on their way to arrest you and Willie.
What did you say? Why arrest us?
Mom, what you said to Sarah was recorded by her. I sent the recording to the police. You plotted to harm Dad. Your goal is to take control of all the assets and not give them to Lucas.
Sarah, does she have the courage to betray me?
Sarah is just a maid. She was concerned about Dad's health. She came across me and confessed.
John, do you wish for your mother and father to be arrested by the police?
You did bad things. You must be punished by law.
Mrs. Iris, you are too cruel.
Cruel? Charlotte, your arrival was the start of every tragedy in this family. Why did you appear? This family would still be at peace if you hadn't shown up.
You lie. You use Lucas' secret to control him. Moreover, John isn't son of Mr. Mason. You use John to have the assets of Mr. Mason. You are a tricky woman.
I knew you were my longtime enemy since you showed up. The mother-son relationship between John and I was broken because of you. Charlotte, you should die.
Charlotte!
John, why?
Mom, you made a lot of mistakes. Giving birth to me was your biggest mistake. I don't desire to be born into this life.
John, please wake up. John.
John!
Mrs. Iris, Mr. Willie, you are charged with poisoning others and forging a will.
Sir, I can't find Miss Sarah.
It's possible that she ran away because she was afraid of crime. We'll find her later.
Doctor, how is John?
Fortunately, the bullet did not hit a dangerous location. We had surgery to remove the bullet. He will be in a coma for a few days.
Thank you.
Lucas.
Charlotte, it's really over, isn't it?
Mason, I've been anticipating this day for a long time. Your family is in disarray. Iris goes to jail. You are in a coma. The two brothers, Lucas and John, will live in pain. When everything is ruined, what's the point of having money? Goodbye, Mason.
Sarah, just as I thought. You are here to cause harm to Mr. Mason.
Charlotte, why are you here?
There are strange things about you. When I worked as a chef in the Boston family, you often mentioned many things about Mrs. Iris. You want to create hatred between me and Mrs. Iris. Later, you gave John the audio recording. Why did you do that? If you wish to report Mrs. Iris, you can contact the police. You did this to cause chaos in the Boston family. You intend for John to call the police and imprison his mother. I remember that you told me once about your family situation. You mentioned that your son became ill and passed away. However, I requested the detective to investigate. An accident caused the death of your son. Mr. Mason was the one who caused the accident 20 years ago. From that point on, I understood everything. Sarah, your purpose is to avenge your son, right?
That's right. My goal was to avenge my 5-year-old son. Mason was drunk. He hit and killed my boy. He used the money to bribe the police. I can't sue him. Then, I used all my savings to undergo surgery and change my appearance. To get revenge, I must enter the Boston family. I hired gangsters to kill Lucas's mother. I wanted Mason to suffer the separation from his wife. To make Lucas suffer, I devised a way for Mason to date Iris.
What did you say? Did you arrange for Mrs. Iris and Mr. Mason to go on a date?
That's right. I investigated Iris. She was an ambitious girl. She was in a relationship with Willie. Her love for Mason led her to break up with Willie. She would never make this house peaceful. Iris is the stepmother. She would never love Lucas. She caused him to live in misery. For more than 20 years, I became a maid in a Boston family. I'm anticipating an opportunity like today. You helped me, Charlotte.
What did you say?
Your presence made my plan easier to carry out. You are confronting Iris and causing a storm in this family. This is what I desire.
Sarah, is what you said true?
Mason,